Hello, or should I say ho ho ho, with the weather out there. It's looking a lot more like December than April. But carrying on, we have a Twins and a Saints game to talk about, but as a Minnesotan, I'm legally required to talk about the weather before we get started. So before we get into today's action, I do want to call out that a new issue of We're Gonna Win, the zine that I do on the Twins, is out, and it is digital only. A PDF is available for this. It's a lot of information around the minor leagues. It includes the opening day rosters for the Twins and all four of their full season affiliates. If you're wondering why I haven't talked about that yet, well, it's in this bad boy. A bunch of other information as well. My top 50 Twins prospect list is in this. I have an article called Twins 101 where I talk about 101 different guys in the minor league system in that article. Just tons of stuff in here. I think if you enjoy the channel, I think you're going to enjoy this. It's $2 for the PDF over at my Ko-fi shop. I'll put a link in the description. Would appreciate it if you'd think about picking that up. And, nothing better to do on a snowy day tomorrow maybe than find some time to read that and study up on the system this year. So moving on over, we actually have a happy things to relay here about the Twins game. It wasn't all great, but hey, finally some hits dropping with men on base, all these run-scoring hits, the ball finding grass, getting through the infield, falling into the outfield finally. These aren't even all that well-hit balls, especially this Miranda one. And, the Twins can't buy a hit. So it was really great to see some luck finally break their way. And then, of course, Harrison Bader doesn't need any luck. Luck had nothing to do with that one. He crushed that one. So, it was a rough start, but the Twins came back and won this game against the White Sox for their first victory, an upset victory of the winless Twins over the juggernaut White Sox in Chicago. Again, really nice to see. As bad as things have started and really as bad as that game started. Great to get out of there with a victory. Simeon Woods Richardson only goes 4 innings, but the bullpen backed him up, man. Louis Varland gave up a solo home run, but then Cole Sands, Jorge Alcala, Griffin Jackson, Danny Coulomb all shut out the White Sox. Bullpen coming up huge. Ty France had a 2-hit night and drew a walk. It was a really... There was a lot of offensive contributors for the Twins. It was a very even. They had 10 hits and 6 walks in this game, so lots of traffic. They were 6 for 12 with runners in scoring position, which is obviously excellent, and they win 8-3. So Twins on the board in 2025. Wonderful, wonderful. The St. Paul Saints, they're undefeated. They're 2-0 now behind Zebby Matthews, who pitched really well. 5 innings of one-hit ball. No runs, no walks, of course, because it's Zebby Matthews. 4 strikeouts, 57 pitches is all it took him to go 5. He only goes 5 for kind of 2 reasons. They're going to take it easy on these guys early, but also Travis Adams needed to get some work in. And Luke Keeschel started at second base. So wonderful to see. He's still recovering from Tommy John, kind of. Didn't play the whole game, which I'm pretty sure was planned. They've talked about that. But moving on, Austin Martin here making a nice sliding catch in the first inning. And then he turns up the degree of difficulty here in the third inning and goes a long way to pull this ball out of the netting. Great leaping catch. So 2 good plays from Martin already in the first 3 innings. And then this was in the 6th inning. Easy catch, but check this out. He nails the runner trying to score at home. So a double play. So a trio of excellent defensive plays from Austin Martin in left field for the Saints, who won 5-0. There is that line from Zebby Matthews. Again, on, I'm guessing, a innings count, not a pitch count. I'm guessing he was getting pulled after 5 no matter what, but my goodness, 57 pitches it only took him to go 5 innings. Was as sharp as you can imagine, carried over everything that we saw out of him from spring training. Yeah, look at it below me here, all those velo numbers. Way up. He topped out at 99.2 miles per hour in this start. Zebby Matthews did. And sat with his fastball 2.6 miles per hour above last year and just consistently everything. I think he got 10 swinging strikes on those 57 pitches. So just an exceptional start to the season for Zebby Matthews and really for the entire St. Paul Saints. We're now 2-0. I had a couple of snow outs basically here. And Austin Martin, in addition to those 3 great defensive plays, Goes 2 for 5 and draws a walk. He reached just 3 times. Now, neither of his hits were hit very hard. I don't think either of them left the infield, and that's kind of a sore spot of Austin Martin's games. He doesn't really hit the ball hard. But hey, if you're getting on base 3 times a game and you have the speed that he does, ain't nothing wrong with that. So, Twins win, Saints win. Twins win 8-3, Saints win 5-0. Nobody else played today. Again, check out that zine. It's got tons of information on it. It's got, in addition to writing up a bunch of the guys in the minors, it's got, I went over 4 weaknesses that I feel like are in the system, and also went pretty deep into minor league life, how much these guys get paid in salary generally, to what's travel like, what's their housing situation, how's that all managed. So tons of stuff in that zine. I would appreciate you if you check it out. First time I've done a digital only one. So that one is not available for print. I just can't find the time to, in between all of this other stuff, print and ship those. But I wanted to get that information out. Wanted to try a new project that didn't require that. So check that out. I appreciate you. We'll talk again tomorrow.